The Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 5. Oh, it's Mando. Yeah, Mando. I could tell by the spear. Whoa, what? What, did he just cut himself from the Darksaber? Oh, finally some maiming. Like, I wonder who directed this episode. Hey, that's a cool design layout. It's like a halo.
Where did you come upon the Pascal spear?
It was the gift of a Jedi.
Mere existence puts Mandalorians at risk.
Don't tell me they're gonna melt it.
Mandalorian steel is meant for armor, not weapons.
Then forge it into armor.
What?
Had our sect not been cloistered on the moon of Concordia, we would have not survived the Great Purge.
It's like the Terminator.
What shall I forge?
For a specific family.
For Grogu?
Grogu.
He's
No.
no longer in your care. He's with his own kind now. Have you ever removed your helmet?
Uh-oh.
I have.
Then you are a Mandalorian no more.
Oh. So he lost his Mandalorian title because he took his helmet off. So complicated.
I got your message.
Message? What message?
You said you found me a replacement for the Razor Crest.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. That's what I did.
Yes,
I've
a new
been working
ship.
my butt off. Yeah. Just bring the cash.
It's right here.
Mind if I count it? Not that I trust you. Just want to make sure you don't give me too much. Ready to have your mind blown?
Oh! It's a Naboo starfighter.
Razor Crest.
I never said I had a Razor Crest.
Wow. I would never have thought that he would bring that ship back, but
Forward drives.
here it is. It's loud. Oh. He's pod racing.
Let's see what she's got.
Oh, so good. So Mando's got a new ship. Hey, where the hell's Boba Fett?
How was it?
Wizard.
It's the Book of Boba Fett without Boba Fett.
Really tightening the old evacuation port, don't they?
I gotta pay a visit to a little friend.
Oh, Bryce Dallas Howard. Wow. Okay. Okay, this episode was fantastic. Okay, let's dive in. Today we get the return of Mando. It is nice to see Din Djarin after all this time. It was actually really refreshing to see someone get cut in half. Most of the Disney sequel films that we've seen, we never saw Rey get her limbs cut off. Chris Gore said it best in a recent Geeks and Gamers live podcast, and he mentioned the following.
how do you have the Star Wars sequel trilogy and no one gets a limb chopped off?
I know.
Oh, not an arm, not a leg, not a nothing. Ray should have been fucking Anakin Skywalker ripped to shreds.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, that's
bullshit.
true.
How do you have lightsaber fights through 3 fucking movies? No one loses a fucking limb.
Which is true for the most part when it came to the Disney Star Wars trilogy that we've got. For this episode, when they showed Mando slicing that guy in half, that to me felt like it was true to the trope that Star Wars have always been.
It was forged over 1,000 years ago by the Mandalore Tar Vizsla.
It was really nice to hear Tar Vizsla's name. I heard of the guy before. I read about him online. Just to hear his name drop, similar to how Ahsoka name dropped Grand Admiral Thrawn in the last season of Mandalorian. He was real prominent in the Mandalorian War, and hope to get to learn more about him. That scene, that flashback scene where we saw the TIE bombers flying over Mandalore, dropping the bombs, and the K2S2 droids going around looked like Terminators from, the Terminator movies. Usually they have that at the beginning. It looked very reminiscent of that. I'm sure you guys all agree. We also get to see the Beskar staff get reforged, and Din Djarin requested the armorer to make something for Grogu. And as the armorer said,
What shall I forge for the foundling Grogu?
chainmail. It looks like chainmail, if I'm not mistaken, because we've seen bits of chain in pieces on the floor where it's being assembled. They don't actually show it, but the sheer size of the metal when it was given back to him, I'm guessing it was reforged back into chainmail. I think we have a pretty good idea where the plot for season 3 of The Mandalorian will be, knowing that he has to redeem his Mandalorian status back because, as the armorer said,
Have you ever removed your helmet?
Din knew that he took his helmet off multiple times. There was one time when he took it off in front of IG-11, which doesn't really count. The other time when he took his helmet off was when he was with Migs Mayfield. And finally, the last time he took it off was when he unveiled his face to Grogu and everybody else on Moff Gideon's Star Cruiser, which was the end of The Mandalorian Season 2. As we all know, Mando lost his Razor Crest last season, and he needs a new starship. So he goes up to the lady, and he says, like, hey, you sent me a message, something about a new ship. So she's like, yeah. And lo and behold, guess what? It was a Naboo starfighter. The starfighter looks so much better with the weathering, and you see, like, the rust coming on the side. But back in the Phantom Menace, when you saw it, it was too perfect. It was nice and shiny. The paint job was perfect. And to me, that took away the feel of Star Wars. Like, Star Wars is supposed to be like gritty and, like, it gives the ship a little bit more personality. And seeing that on the Naboo starfighter, that's one of the first things I noticed. I said, wow, it's quite interesting to see the Naboo starfighter be modified, stripped of its paint. Its yellow paint job has been removed, and it is now matching Mando's color palette. So it's all shiny, cold metal, just like his armor. Once the repair lady convinces Mando to keep the Naboo starfighter, he then takes it out for a test spin, and it was cool to see the pod racing caverns that Anakin Skywalker went to. It was the exact same cavern. Mando ends up going into space, and 2 X-Wings interfere with him. The guy from Kim's Convenience, he recognized Mando's voice. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he just presses the button, and he flies right on out of there. Really cool episode. Most likely we're going to be seeing a battle on Tatooine with the Pikes and Boba Fett's army. Guys, such a night and day difference when you see Mando wear his helmet the whole time versus Boba Fett, walking around with, it's totally different vibe that you get. We got 2 episodes remaining with Dave Filoni, I believe, up for the director's chair. So that's going to be exciting. And that about wraps up my segment for the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 5, The Return of the Mandalorian. What were your thoughts? Comment below, let me know. And as always, this is SITO. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.